Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And if you caught my last video, we were talking about the left-hand grip and the importance of the left-hand grip. And we're going to expand on that today a little bit, but we're going to now talk about the left wrist. And having that good left-hand grip is going to allow us to control our left wrist better. And our left wrist controls the club face. So this is very, very crucial for hitting good golf shots. Now, I did a video back a month or so ago about the function of the left wrist, but I want to add to it today. And I'm using a new device called Hackmotion. And this device actually gives me data on what my left wrist is doing. So this Hackmotion sensor records the motion of my left wrist in 3 different ways. It records how much it moves this way, which if we cup the left wrist or bend the left wrist, that's called extension. If we bow the left wrist, that's called flexion, okay? We don't want extension in the golf swing. We want more flexion in the golf swing. It also records how much my wrist can hinge, and it records rotation. Now in this video, all I'm worried about is extension and flexion, and that's what we're going to talk about. Now, the normal golf swing, the typical golf swing, and even on tour, starts off at address with a little bit of extension, okay? We have a little bit of bend in that left wrist. Then when we go to the top, we want to remove that extension, okay, or that cupping, and we would like that left wrist to be flat with a square club face. And what I'm finding out is I don't do that. I always thought I had a flat left wrist at the top of the backswing, and when you look at my videos, it looks flat. Now, the one good thing about my golf swing, even though I have a little bit of extension up here, and it's obviously it's the way that I am hinging my left wrist, my club face is square. Now, what I see as an instructor when I get students and they get up here and they have a lot of this cupping, that club face is always open. Now, that open club face then causes them on the downswing to have to throw the club head forward. And let me back up here and show you this. Throw the club head forward. So then they get to impact with a bent left wrist or extension. And that's a terrible thing to happen in the golf swing. Now, in my case, my personal case, I'm finding out I have extension up here, which I didn't realize I had, like I said, but in the downswing, I get back to impact and I've got flexion, okay? I lose all of that extension. I get back to the ball in a really good position, which controls my club face. Now, let me hit a couple shots and I'll show you how this thing works. So the Hackmotion sensor attaches to my iPad via Bluetooth, and they have an app. I'm doing a live screen recording of my iPad and I'm hoping it works. Yesterday it was not working inside of my editing software. I've got it configured a little differently and hoping it's going to work today. If it doesn't work, I'll just show you static pictures of what's happening. But with the app and the sensor, it records every single shot immediately, which is really, really great, okay? So let me get in here and hit one. Ah, terrible balance, but a great shot. Okay, so what the data here is showing is that at the beginning of the swing, I've got 15 degrees of extension, okay, which is a little cupping of that wrist, like I said, which is fine. That's normal. I get to the top of the backswing, and I've increased that by 10, which is amazing. This is the first day this has ever happened to me. I've been kind of staying about the same as I was at address. So it's telling me I've got too much extension at the top of the backswing. But here's the great news. If you look at my impact number, it's -4. So that is -4. I have lost all of that extension and I am now into a flexed mode when I get to the ball. Let me hit another one. Another good shot, not quite so solid that time, but here again, it's telling me I'm +5 too much extended at the top of the backswing, but at impact, I'm now -2. Actually, yeah, -2. It's showing me I've got 6 in a row. I hit a few balls before that. So what do I want to do with this data? And, you know, do I feel like there's any real problem in my swing? You know, to be frankly honest with you, I'm not worried about the top of my backswing again because my club face is square. And it's just, obviously, it's how I hinge my wrist. And, you know, I'm going to stand here and look at the numbers. You know, that's what I want my left wrist to look like at the top of the backswing. And it's telling me that I've got +18 to +20 degrees of extension right there. That's pretty dang flat. So I'm not concerned with what's happening at the top of the backswing. I do love, however, what's happening at impact, okay? Now, let me show you a shot of what I see with a lot of the golfers that come to me. So the first thing that I see with the golfers is they have a bad left-hand grip, okay? Usually it's up in the palm way too much, and therefore they can't take the club away properly. They end up rotating here, and they get to the top of the backswing and have a lot of extension. And now what this is showing right there is it's +50, okay? Where I was in that +22 range, this is almost doubling what I have. So they have a bad left-hand grip. They rotate, open the face, get extended, and then have to really, really throw that club head going forward. God, absolutely awful shot, way to the right. But here's what I'm talking about. So if you look at the numbers, again, +35 of extension at the top of the backswing, and I'm +5 of extension at impact. So that means at impact, I have lost control of that club face, okay? And to be honest with you, I never had control of it. And now that shaft is leaning backwards at impact, and that's a bad, bad thing to have. Let me hit one more in a manner of what we see. Bad left-hand grip. God, I don't know how you people can play golf with these bad left-hand grips. It feels so awful to me. Okay, rotate, hinge. Again, same shot, way to the right. Same results on the camera. I mean, on the app. So in my review of this Hackmotion, do I think this is a useful tool? Absolutely. I think this is fantastic. The data that it's giving me is very useful. It's very easy to understand. It's very easy to use. I mean, you just put it on, you turn it on, you got your Bluetooth on, you open up the app, and you go in there and you start practicing and watching what your golf club does. Now, another feature that it has that I'm not going to do right here is it has a practice mode. And in the practice mode, it guides you through taking that club to the top and getting you in the proper position. And if you get up there and have too much extension, it'll get you to move your wrist. So it's a great tool to get the feel. And it practices in a slow motion, which again, I love. I love to practice in a slow motion. So I really, really like what this is doing. I like the information. I like that shot. Numbers were so-so on that one. But I do think this would be a very, very useful tool for people. I'm going to really start using it in my teaching. I'm going to dive more into this. I've just started using it. I'm just scratching the surface. But mine has a putting aspect to it, and I'm going to get into the putting part. So really, really a useful tool. Now, down in the description below, I have a link and a promo code that'll save you a little bit of money if you're interested in this. So I'd like to thank you for coming in and checking out my video. And if you have a problem with your left wrist in golf, you may want to check out this Hackmotion. If you have a problem with your left wrist in golf and your club face, you may want to go back to my latest video about the left-hand grip. Matter of fact, I'm still wearing the glove that I created a little training aid for myself on the grip, and you might want to watch that too. So thank you so much. If you find this helpful and all of my information helpful, please hit that subscribe button, because that's what I do on this channel. I provide you with just golf information the basics. No BS, just the fundamentals and how you can improve your game. I try and deliver it in a very understandable fashion, not too technical. This is getting on that technical side for me, but not too technical. And I really, really want you to improve. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.